The fourth week of the BeamNG Monster Jam Series Season number 4 starts off with the Red Division drivers for the first time at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's been a crazy first 3 weeks with 3 different winners in this Red Division. Will we get our 4th this week in Arlington, or will someone be the first to claim multiple event victories on the season here in the Red Division? BeamNG Monster Jam from Arlington, Texas is next.
It's about that time, so put it up, let's get it on. Made it this far, time to show the world who's number one. Pull it up to the line, let's do it. Anything in my way, I'm running through it. I watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot. Cause it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that time. It's been a long time.
It's the start of the 4th week of BeamNG Monster Jam action, and the Red Division drivers are here for the first time ever at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. I'm Joe Castle, alongside me Trey Bardo. Trey, for the first and only time this season, 2 divisions in the same week are going to be in the same state for freestyling. Here tonight, the Red Division in Texas. Tomorrow night, the Yellow Division in Houston.
This is, Joe, this place is huge.
Yeah, this is one of the bigger stages to come to, and it's only the first time we've come here, Trey. So these drivers, they all want to win the inaugural event here in Arlington.
Yeah, you know what? You say it's bigger, but they did not make the track space any bigger because they just seemed like they put the empty space and filled it up with more dirt.
Well, Trey, that's basically what they did. You are right on that. The past 2 weeks, we've had this exact same track layout. Now here at Arlington, the same exact layout. The backflip ramp just on a different side this time. So we'll see if maybe the drivers who did well the past 2 weeks can continue that success here with this track layout, or if someone else can try and shock the world and win here in the AT&T Stadium. As we go take a look at the 15 truck field of trucks for the freestyle to start off week 4. Starting off, it'll be Ryan Wilson in the Brothers, then Brett Sears behind the wheel of Monster Energy, and in the Brutus truck, it's Matt Mosso.
In Avenger, it's Tevin Maxwell, and Kraken has Katie Thurman, and Barbarian has Nicholas Moorehes.
And we have William Seaman in the Monster Mutt, Levi Shones behind the wheel of Jester, and in Stone Crusher, it's Cody Anderson.
Connor Anapola is in Overkill Evolution. Keegan Thompson's behind Northern Nightmare, and Alexander Rowe is behind Max D.
We have Layton Strickland and Mosso Crusader. Gravedigger Justin Zydell and Monster Dalmatian is Aaron Abel. So Trey, the first truck of the night, that's our week 2 winner, Ryan Wilson in the Brothers, who won at Tampa earlier this season, but obviously a disappointing run last week in Seattle. He's looking to try and bring himself some redemption here in Arlington and looking to try and find a way to start out his 90 seconds in the Brothers truck.
Hey, Joe, did you see when that truck came by? This place is so big, it gets dark in here.
Yeah, there's some shadows kind of by our camera over here.
How is that possible?
I don't know. The side was very dark, but I'm wondering if that's just a Brothers thing, or if that's going to be every truck that goes by there.
I guess we'll have to see, but at the moment, I mean, he's not letting off for anything.
No, Ryan Wilson knows how to get it done, these freestyle events. He's looking to try and find that success he had just 2 weeks ago in this Brothers truck. More nice air, going to land it, down on the side of the pod, and now he's going to combo it up into a dangerous way into that little jammer obstacle. But so far, 30 seconds in, Ryan Wilson putting on performance here in the Brothers truck, trying to put up a big score for the first truck out. Nice air off the racing lane.
You know what? Do you think he is going to take what he learned from last week and say, won't do that again?
Well, he already has, Trey, because last week he did, 2 or 3 hits and ended the run early. Look at that little move right there. Nice sky wheel. He launched off the pod right there.
Yeah. You know what? Like, I don't know. It's almost like, in a way, NASCAR, right? They go to the same type of track every week, so eventually you'll just learn how to drive it, right?
Yeah, I think that's what Ryan Wilson's kind of feeling right here. He's like, all right, I won this thing 2 weeks ago. How can I do that same thing on the same track? Well, he's trying to figure it out right now. So he's nearing now the final 15 seconds. So Wilson looking to fill the clock out as the first truck out, going for a back flip. Nice air off it, gets the rotation. We'll have to back up as now is under 10 seconds left in the run.
So you're saying Wilson's literally been on each end of the type of track this is? He's been at the very top and the very bottom? But
He has, and he might find himself in the middle here tonight. We'll have to see. But yeah, he won 2 weeks ago. He finished last week, and now here a solid performance to kick off competition here in Arlington. We'll see what the judges think, and we'll take a look at some of the great moments through this run, like the backflip, which came with about 15 seconds left in the run.
yeah, that was very nice. I mean, he got a little sideways there, but nice little. I don't think you would call that a moonwalk.
No, I don't think so. And right there, he just kind of grabbed the bottom of the chassis. He landed down the lip of that pod and over it went in the brothers. Luckily, though, Trey, the clock did go down to all zeros.
Well, we'll have to see what the judges are thinking here, Joe.
We will. First truck out of the night. We'll see what the judges give Ryan Wilson and the brothers. 2 6.5s and a 7 gives him a solid 20 as the first truck out competition here in Arlington, Texas. The bar is set for now Brett Sierra in the Monster Engine. Trey, it is dark over on this side of the stadium because the shadows are coming onto the side of the Monster Engine. Brett back behind the wheel of this red Monster Engine where he found so much success in Season 1 in the Central Division. We'll see what Brett can do behind the wheel of this red Monster Engine now in Arlington, Texas in the red division.
Well, it's you know what? I think this was his favorite.
It was. I mean, he won an event in St. Louis. He almost got the division championship in this Bonnie style, so why not go back to it?
Well, that's
no.
why, Joe. That's not good. Oh
my gosh, he stuffed it into the dumpsters. He has one wheel in the dumpster. The rest of the wheels are off, so they've stopped the clock about 30 seconds in, Trey. If the truck is fine to continue on, they will let him refire.
Yeah, but Joe, these guys have not been very good recently with, the out of bounds.
Keeping off the protection, yeah. I don't know what's gotten into them as of late, but they've gotten a little bit crazy here as of late. The truck is fired back up though, Trey. Brett Sierra is allowed to go. The clock is back, continuing now as Monster Engine takes off, and maybe just a little bit worse for wear.
You know what? It's still drivable, and he can still see for the most part. I don't know if that part of the hood. I've never seen a hood split up like that.
No, I haven't either. I guess it's because where he hit the wall with that hood, it just kind of spliced the part open and kind of tore a chunk off.
Like I said, almost like peeled it like it's a can. That's strange. I didn't think. What? These are made out of fiberglass?
Yeah, they are. Oh my gosh! Over backwards for Brett Sierra.
Well, don't think he planned to do that.
Nope. He has 26 seconds left on the clock, Trey, and that was definitely. He's still sliding down that ramp a little bit.
I don't know if he knows to hit the brake or not.
I don't know, but here's the save as he landed on top of the pod and it just kicked him off. And right here, Trey, look at this truck go for a ride into the wall protection.
And then he did hit that pretty hard, so that's where it peeled it up. I'm honestly surprised to let him continue.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. And then this is what ended the run right here as he gets some nicer off that jammer. Pulls into a wheelie and just up that ramp. It goes over backwards for Brett Sierra, and unfortunately, that truck never came back, Trey.
I don't think he was ever going to get a chance to save that.
No, I don't think so, but we'll see what the judges think. He had about 26 seconds left on the clock, so that's a decent amount of time left. The scores are in now, 2 5s and a 5.5 gives Brett Sierra a 15.5. A tough break with an early end to the run here in the AT&T Stadium. Third truck out is a team that needs something to go their way here this season. Matt Mosso behind the wheel of Brutus Team Scream has had a dismal stretch in this red division. They're looking to try and get at least one of their trucks into the Royal Finals. Can Mosso be the one? He has to put up a big score here in the Brutus, though, to really gain some points back. Nice skywheel for the first in the 90 seconds. And a wheelie!
Wow, that's how you do it, Joe.
It is, so we'll see if Mosso can continue these crazy moves in this Brutus truck. But Trey, this season, Team Scream especially has been bit by broken parts, broken wheels. So we'll see if they can maybe keep all 4 wheels on and keep all the parts in the right shape throughout the 90 seconds.
Do you think they tightened down the bolts a little bit harder this time?
I hope they did, Trey, because it would be a shame to see them break early into the run again and not have a truck get to the full 90 seconds again.
Is it smoking?
I was seeing that too. I don't know.
It looks like it is smoking.
Oh boy.
I don't know if it might just be a slow oil leak. It looks bluish.
Yeah, we
so that's kind of giving off that vibe.
We can hope it's that, and that's not something that's gonna catch on fire or end the run short.
That's weird though. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a truck just randomly start smoking just like for no good reason.
Yeah, 2 wheels, great save for Mosso there. But yeah, we've seen trucks, like smoke in the air when there's so much strain with, how hard they're hitting the gas. But this truck is just kind of giving off smoke. That's a nice air. It's not affecting the performance tray. It's airing it out over that MX hill.
Yeah, no, not at all. So that's what I'm starting to think. Actually, it kind of might be coming out of the exhaust.
Ooh, that was a hard hit for Mosso. 2 wheels again, another great save tray. So Mosso into the final 5 seconds and looking for one final big move in the Brutus.
Yeah, Joe, it's hopefully, well, I was gonna say, I hope he kind of destroys this motor because they might need a new one, and that might do it right there.
I think he destroyed the whole back end tray. I think they need a whole rear end housing on that truck.
Looks like the dog's about to use the restroom. Might want to turn the camera off. There we go. Anyways, let's get to the replay.
Right here, this was the, look at that.
My goodness. It just shifted the entire body.
Yeah, it's leaning.
Is that the drive shaft leaning?
I think it is the drive shaft.
The shocks are they're shaking. The motor's not where it's supposed to be.
Well, the judges have their scores in, and it's going to be a 19.5 second place currently for Matt Mosso on the Brutus. A decent run here in Arlington. So Trey, that run was not enough to take away from Ryan Wilson and the Brothers. We'll see if Tevin Maxwell can do something. Brutus' teammate, the Avengers, out to the track. And Trey, it's the rusted up body style like he had in World Final 17 for Jim Kohler.
Does kind of give you Fitzwater vibes?
It does with the big, rusty body. We'll see if Tevin Maxwell kind of has some Fitzwater in him here at this freestyle run.
I'm gonna say Fitzwater was champion 2 seasons ago, right?
Yep.
And hey, you know what? If you have the reputation of Fitzwater, you could either take that as one of 2 ways: really good or really bad. And I mean, considering he's a champion, I would take it as really good.
Yeah, we'll see if Tevin Maxwell can try and live up to that success in this rusted body styles. He's also had a dismal start to the season, just like his teammate in the Brutus. But so far here, trying to work his way through the run. That's a unique moment. 2 wheels, other 2 wheels, nicely put back down.
Very impressive here, Joe. Now you said they're teammates, so just keep an eye out for if you see any smoke coming out of him as well, because, I mean, think about it, these guys might be using the same motors that they've been using for a while, so they could actually...
I think it is smoking now.
It is. That's, so, it's got to be the motors that they're... Oh my goodness, and he broke it the same way that his teammate did, pretty much.
Yeah, luckily, though, it's not the whole front end. It looks like it might just be one hydro on the front, so Tevin can continue going as long as nothing's hanging on that truck.
All right.
Did he just kickflip it or something?
I don't know what that was. He's having trouble driving it, though.
Oh my God.
He's not done. Now he's done? He's not done. It looks like it's squatted. He definitely broke something on the left side there.
Yeah, I think, is it like DeLello in the tight? Oh my God.
Like, look how it's leading to the back left.
I think it's like a DeLello in the tight that 1 week at the yellow division where he had that shock and it just would not decompress.
That is true. So maybe it's...
there it goes. Oh, that was a hard hit. Oh my gosh. Trey, what is Tevin doing?
He knows the time's up, right?
I don't think so.
There it goes. Now he's done. And he's going to end it right upside down.
Well, Trey, this is Tevin's 4th event in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series, and definitely his best run so far of the 4 events. A tremendous run here, and this was the first save, which, it wasn't anything too terribly special, but it was a very nice maneuver here because he was nearing towards the wall and all.
Yeah, very good. He kept it out. I mean, luckily there's no really out of bounds here. The only out of bounds is hitting the wall itself. And if you do that, you can consider yourself done. And that right there is almost like a half pipe move.
Yeah, that was... I don't know what to call that, but it was interesting. Then right here, it even led to another save as he comes off the racing lane. This truck is all out of shape because the shock is broken on the rear. The front end has a broken part, so he was just trying to find a way to drive it, put it down there, and then somehow took into a backflip and completed it with all those broken parts.
Joe, I've learned to not question anything anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And that was the final move that's judged. Everything after Trey came after the 90 seconds, including this reverse move.
If this would have counted and he would have been able to pull out of it, I think we have a solid run here. I mean, Joe, I honestly think he's taking the lead.
Yeah.
But it might not be by much.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more if a lot of that stuff that came after time came within time. But definitely, like you said, I think it should definitely beat that 20. We'll have to see, though. Yes, it will. 2 7s and a 7.5, a 21.5. Tevin Maxwell, the new leader in the Avenger here in Arlington. So a new leader at 21.5 5 for our 4th truck out. See if Katie Thurman and the Kraken can try and find a way to top Tevin Maxwell's run in the Avengers. The Kraken coming out. Looks like she started out the 9 seconds, just how she started last week in Seattle. Crossed her in the pod section.
Yeah, hopefully Kraken doesn't end up the same way as it did last time either.
No, it was pretty destroyed.
It lost the battle. Let's say that.
It lost a huge battle, but so far Katie Thurman trying to just kind of, I guess, build up the momentum, get this run going throughout the first 20 seconds here. Nicely landed on top of the pod, combos it up into that jammer obstacle, so she did a nice job there controlling the truck. She got near the wall and turns it around, and now 30 seconds complete for Katie Thurman, going off the jammer the other way, puts it down and into a little bit of wheelie up the top of the pod.
Now, Joe, we have. I'm going to ask you a question here, and I want your opinion on it. Okay. In the red, we have the Kraken, right?
Yep.
But in green, I believe we have Megalodon. Now, who are you going to take on a fight? A giant squid or a giant shark?
Probably the shark.
You think?
The squid can grab you with all those tentacles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh no!
Well, something grabbed it, and it was the single jump, and I can tell you that it's 1-0 to the single jump.
Oh no, yeah, 4-link is broken, and she had about the same amount of time Brett had on the clock. He had 26 seconds, she had 25 seconds, and unfortunately another short end to a freestyle run here in Arlington. Look at that air, though, Trey. That is amazing.
Kraken was absolutely, I guess you can say, swimming through the air, and then it got beached really quick.
Yeah, right there. You could see the 4-link hanging down, and they cannot let a truck run with that. And we'll have to see what the judges think. Obviously, a lot of time left on the clock for Katie Thurman and the Kraken. The scores are now in from the judges. We'll take a look at them. A 4, 5, a 5, 5, and a 5 gives Kraken a 15 so far. The lowest score of the night for Katie Thurman in the Kraken truck. We'll see if Nicholas Moorehes and the Barbarian can try and get back onto the track and filling out the full 90 seconds as Moorehes comes down this Barbarian who actually almost won in Tampa 2 weeks ago. That was actually a nice move, right?
That was very smooth.
Yeah, he landed that perfectly in this. I don't think we've ever seen that with this track layout.
I don't think he planned it. I think he was getting ready for the bounce off the top of it, and it worked out pretty well.
And huge air off of the MX, so almost landed on that single jump like Kraken. Luckily, though, he was off to the right and didn't land on it. But 2 weeks ago, he almost had the winning run in Tampa, but unfortunately failed on a moonwalk off a backflip ramp with about 20 seconds left and ended up with a lower score. So Nicholas looking to try and maybe fulfill what he couldn't do in Tampa. He's putting out some donuts, and very dusty donuts.
Those are very, yeah, I was going to say, those are very dusty. We're losing the truck.
Well, luckily he got out of it before we did lose. Now he's going to that jammer nicely off the back end of it. Now he's halfway through the run. So far, Nicholas Moorehes pulling out some different maneuvers in this Barbarian truck. You know, he's had air, sky wheelies, and donuts all throughout.
What do you think he's going to attempt the moonwalk again if he gets the chance to see if he can redeem himself?
He might. We'll have to see, though. I mean, sometimes you fail a move and you don't want to do it again, right? You don't.
Hey, you got to learn some way, though.
You do. That is true. So we'll see. Maybe Nicholas can try it. So far, though, Trey, he's doing a good job getting this truck out of control, but still kind of in control.
So what is a Barbarian? Is it like a Viking?
It's like a Viking, yeah.
Okay. Is it just different?
Oh my gosh. Nice
that
save.
was. I thought that was going to turn out a lot worse than what it did.
Yeah, I don't know how that thing turned like it did. Where's he? Oh my gosh!
Goodness!
Oh! Can he save this one, Trey? Now he's sidewalling on top of the pod!
What was that? Do you have any idea?
That was the move of the night so far.
That was
Trey.
barbaric.
So that's the backflip ramp. This is the backflip ramp.
Is that his version of a 360?
Really? I don't know, but right here, imagine if it came back down with having to do sidewalls right here. It just added to the wow factor. Sidewalling on top of the pod, not falling off at all.
Thankfully, you have just enough room to do those up there, huh?
I know. It was like they measured it out perfectly for a truck to be doing sidewalls. But Trey, it's probably going to be a big score. Tevin Maxwell might leave the hot seat. 21.5 is the score to beat. 8s across the board gives Nicholas Moorehes a 24 in the Barbarian. Now sits in the hot seat here in the AT&T Stadium. A big score to put up just around the midway through freestyle, but now William Seaman in the monster truck coming out looking to try and beat that 24 set by Barbarian. Looks like he's getting that bone again, Trey.
Where do they get those giant guns from? Do we have to like look into that?
I would like to know. I'd like to know where they buy. Maybe I want one.
Craigslist?
It could be. Nice hit there to start the nice extra off the back of the MX. So not many, if any, have hit off the back of that obstacle. So just going some points right there. Now going to the race lane. Look at the air and look at the ears.
Joe, you mentioned it this time. I didn't even get to mention it yet.
I know, but
No, I'm sad.
the one was flapping, the other wasn't.
There you go. Maybe they glued it down. Get some aerodynamic features going on.
Now it's starting to flap around. So either they did glue it
Wasn't that good a glue? Yeah. Wasn't that good.
There they all go. Nice. Oh. Hard landing on the pod. Everything stays together though, Trey. And he's about 40 seconds in the run for William Seaman. Good momentum, good hit. Just needs, something like he's had like a wow factor, some crazy move type save.
I mean, he's got plenty of.
Oh my gosh.
Is it gonna come back over though?
No,
oh my
Trey,
goodness.
How did that happen?
It shut everything. The fur's gone.
The tail.
I don't think we've ever seen the tail wheel go away yet.
No, so I think the truck shut itself down, Trey, and I'm not shocked. So we'll see if Seaman can find a way to get this truck back going, and if he can, he still has about 35 seconds to try and pull out even more moves and get to the hot seat.
Does he get it? What?
Yeah, there he goes.
There it is. Well, let's see what this dog can do without its tail.
We'll have to see, and most of its fur. 30 seconds left.
Give you that. At least the tongue's still on.
There's a nice sky wheel right there for Williams. Trey, the tail's still there. It's just tucked away.
Oh, that's good. Oh, what a backflip there.
Oh, look how. Put it down in reverse. There we go. 15 seconds left. What more can he do in the monster mutt?
Nice air off of that. Watch out for the MX hill.
Oh.
It broke.
Yeah.
It's broke.
Yep, it's really broken. But Trey, the clock went down to 0 for him.
Well, Joe, I think we might have a challenge for the lead.
Yeah, so Nicholas Moorehes just took it in the Barbarian with his 24. We'll see what Seaman gets in the monster mutt. This was the save as he hit off that step up, I guess, and somehow the momentum, and it just somehow rolled back on all fours.
Does that count as the tail being between its legs?
Yeah, I was just about to say that he was a little scared and the tail went in between his legs.
I would be too if I ended up rolling like that.
And here's the backflip, which almost turned out into a disaster right here as he doesn't get quite enough rotation. It bounced off the front wheels, and it luckily didn't go into a consecutive because it would not have completed the consecutive.
You know, Joe, if it was facing the other way, maybe he was in the right mindset to try to carry it out, but sadly it was not. Then right here, this is what ended up finishing the run. It's going to take a big bounce there. There goes a four-link that's actually broke.
And then it stuffed the whole front end. I think that's another drive shaft.
Yeah, it just looks like it snapped.
Yeah, well, and that's probably because the four-link was already broken. It weakens that.
Yeah. But I think that dog's put down.
Yeah, it is. And the scores are in and trades. Enough 2.85s and a 7.5 gives William Seaman a 24.5. He's now in the hot seat in the monster mutt. Another new leader here in Arlington. We'll see if Levi Shones and the Jester can find a way to take over the lead from William Seaman in the monster mutt. The 24.5 is the score to beat from the monster mutt. And Shones looking to try and start his 90 seconds. Looks like he's going to the jammer train. He will get some nice air and land it perfectly on top of the pod. How about a little bit of a wheelie off the pod?
Oh, gotta be careful though. That could have turned out a lot worse.
That body already starting to shut off that train, just like last week.
Well, Joe, hopefully it's pretty easy to remake those bodies.
I hope so, because Levi Shones has I think he's maybe torn it off every single week. That is huge air off the MX hill. That's, I think, the longest launch we've seen so far tonight off that MX hill.
Don't say that, Joe, because someone's going to try to top it now.
Well, that's what we'd like to see, Trey.
Yeah, but it's scary.
Oh, that's scary. Nice save again from Levi Shones.
Now, see, if this was season 1, that wheel would be gone.
It probably would, but they put these wheels on well so far tonight. There goes the whole side panel.
That was weird.
It was, but Levi Shones not going for a backflip. Oh, no!
Oh, broke the roll cage. The truck got no flip out of it. He's on his roof now. And he's looking like a jester right now, Joe. He's a little bit of a joke.
Yeah. You can't say that about Levi Shones.
No, the truck. Not the truck.
Oh, okay.
Truck.
I thought you were talking about the driver. But yeah.
No.
This skywheel led into a wheelie, which almost ended the run. And as you mentioned, that wheel would have definitely snapped off a few seconds
100%. And then he was luckily able to continue. You know what? Every time these trucks break, it looks like it's a flaps. They're right here. Too much speed?
I guess so. And I think he had so much speed that when it hit the rear, it just tore that back part of the chassis off. So an unfortunate end for Shones, who had about 30 seconds left in the Jester truck, and it's going to be one of the lower scores of the night. The scores are in now. A 4, a 5, and a 5.5 gives him a 14.5 for Levi Shones here in the Jester. Now next down, as we're past the midpoint here tonight in competition, Cody Anderson in the Stone Crusher way below the cut line trying to make it in, because remember, all these drivers over there out here, doing these events looking for event wins, they're still looking for points to make it to the top 7 to be into the World Finals, and Cody Anderson way below needs something big to happen here in Arlington to have a shot to make it to the World Finals.
How many weeks is it? Just next week?
Just next week after this one. It flies by.
It does. I can't believe we've already been through so much.
I know, we've seen so much, and yet we've seen so little at the same time. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I felt like we just started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, this is our 4th week of this season, and Cody Anderson putting on air assault here in the AT&T Stadium. He's 30 seconds in, the Stone Crusher flying through the air, and at the moment, looking like he's on the attack, trying to get to this event win possibly. Oh my gosh!
That worked out surprisingly well.
Yeah, I don't know how, and I don't think he knows how, but you know what? I think he's going to take it.
You know what? Good for him.
Yeah, he needed some luck this season, and he got
the truck looks a little wonky now.
I wouldn't be shocked. He probably broke some sway bar or something.
It's not looking the best, but he's going to go for... That is huge.
That was a huge air mode off the back flip. Oh, get into reverse. Cody, come on. Oh, my.
Oh, he's not done. No.
Oh, my gosh. About 12 seconds left on the clock, and Trey, he tried forever to save that truck off the backflip.
Just say you can't say he didn't try.
That's very true, and this he didn't really have to try for this save because it just kind of bounced in the right direction. Look at that. It just bounces that one wheel. It just somehow found a way back on all fours.
Yeah, he was trying to crush the competition, Joe, but it just didn't work out in his favor.
No, it did not, unfortunately. But he only had 12 seconds left, so it can't be too low of a score for Cody Anderson. So he might actually place decently high here.
Watch him nail it in reverse right here, trying to get it. It's trying to grip, and then
finally
he got it,
but he was on top of the dumpsters.
And then it's just a very slow rollover.
A very soft rollover for Cody Anderson. Obviously, the score to beat once again to 24.5. I don't see it beating that, but it should probably be a top 5 score because we haven't had too many great runs, and there it is. It's a 21 for the Stone Crusher. Very solid performance. They'll put him right down to 4th place of the truck so far. Now next out, Anapola in the overkill evolution, looking to try and maybe find a way for him to beat that 24 point. Oh, he went down there, hit the side of the back, but he has to beat this 24.5. Starting us 9 seconds off the back of the MX hill. Nice air for the overkill evolution.
Him hitting out was just a good luck tap.
Yeah, maybe. And some donuts. We haven't seen too many donuts here tonight, Trey, so this could score some points for the judges.
I think we've seen one other truck?
Yeah, we saw Barbarian. I think that's it. At least that have been scored.
If I'm remembering correctly, that literally is it.
Yeah, so Anapola doing something a little bit different in this overkill evolution, trying to get some points for the judges and trying to impress them as well as he's... Oh, no! He's in trouble on the roof, and he's trying to, and it's not... Oh, Trey, that's so disappointing. Not even halfway into the run, and he's already over.
That is, everything's bigger in Texas, and this one was a big disappointment.
Yeah, that's... Right here, it was looking fine until right there. He just kind of landed right on that ramp, and he had no chance.
Oh!
He just landed right on the roof.
Well, at least on the bright side, that's normal smoke we're used to seeing.
Yeah, that's the car in the gas trying to get back on all fours, but unfortunately, it ends with about 55 seconds left on the clock, and probably going to be the lowest score of the night here so far in Arlington. The scores are now in from the judges, and obviously some small scores. 4, 3.5, and a 2.5 gives Overkill Evolution a 10, so a tough break for Anapola here in Texas. Just 5 trucks remain, Trey, and this man has got to be a little bit furious so far this season. Keegan Thompson in the Northern Nightmare, top 5 last week in Seattle, but that's been his only bright point. You think about, even last season he missed going to the World Finals. He doesn't want that to happen again, especially since he's the Season 1 World Finals champion. But Trey, at the moment, if he doesn't pick it up, he might have to go to the Last Chance event again.
Yeah, it's kind of bad to say that.
Oh, goodbye, flag.
Yeah. Anyways, it's kind of bad to say that last week was his best run in a while.
Yeah.
And especially coming out of the Season 1 champ, you would not expect to hear a sentence like that being forward. But I mean, it's the sad truth, and Keegan's got to really, like you said, step it up here.
Oh, that's a nice air maneuver right there. Lands it down hard, gets it over to the other side, and combos it up. So Keegan out with an aggression in this Northern Nightmare truck, trying to go back to maybe a Season 1 ways. Remember, he won 2 events in the regular season there and end up with a championship. Season 2, he won some events as well.
Oh,
that's
my goodness.
not good. Oh.
He just cannot catch a break.
Yeah, the bad
This is a
luck
nightmare.
has-
Northern nightmare.
Yeah, well, southern here because we're in Texas, but
That depends on where you're at.
I guess so. But gosh, he just the bad luck is following him everywhere.
Oh, jeez. What a hit that was. And then watch this hit the wall so hard it flung it.
Yeah, it broke the fender off there, but Keegan Thompson got another low score here tonight. Going to be one of the lowest of the night so far as the scores are in. A 3.5, a 4.5, and a 5.5 gives him a 13.5. Keegan Thompson second to last so far the trucks that have gone out. And now 4 remain. Alexander Rowe now out in the Max D. And this Max D camp had a really good week last weekend. You know, it was kind of overshadowed by Gravedigger and second, and first in the 3 events. But Trey, Max D 4th, 3rd, and 2nd in the 3 events last week.
I mean, those are all nice, except you're not first.
That's true, but it was very solid points nights for all of them because, you know, all of them are still in a points battle and trying to get inside the top 7 in points. Alexander Rowe going big so far in the Max D, but if Rowe can continue this because, you know, his good run last week bumped him inside the top 7, more huge air, almost landed on that jammer right there, but if Rowe can get another good result, and he could be sitting pretty comfortably going into the final event of this regular season.
Yeah, definitely. But Joe, that's a lot of you know what? It might only be 2 weeks left. That's still a lot to ask for.
That is true. He has to fill out these final 50 seconds. So far, though,
how you do it?
That could have been bad. Oh, that could also be bad. But Rowe,
not done yet. Okay,
really
now he's
going
done.
with an aggression try. I mean, he is out here throwing this truck around, stuffing it into the ground. So far, though, it's holding together, but cannot hold together for all 35 of these seconds.
I don't want to say anything because if it doesn't, I get jinxed for it.
That's true. He's going off the jammer here so far. He's making it work as he's into the final 30, now final 25. Alexander looking to give Max D their first event win of the season. Trey, that's hard to believe that Max D truck has not won yet this season, but on half.
When was the last time Max D won? Oh my goodness.
Gosh. That would be Hernandez in the final West event last season.
It's almost been a full year.
Oh, he's the first one to go that backflip and twists around.
Well, I don't. Was he the first one, or did Barbarian do it?
Well, Barbarian didn't go for the backflip, Trey. He went. Oh!
How is it still together?
Oh, God, he's still on. Does he know the clock's up? Is this like?
Does he know how to flip a truck?
I don't know. Well, we'll see. Where's he going now? Where's he doing? Oh!
I don't know what I just watched.
He just tried his own version of a woe nut. Did he not?
That was a thing. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
You can't do this anymore.
Well, here's this backflip, which turned into a lot more. I think he just stood in the gas once he landed and then hit the brakes right there when he realized, oh, I'm going to be in a bad position. Still found a way to save it, though.
Which is incredible in itself. And then he's going to go do whatever you call it.
I think that was better than Eli's earlier this season. A woe nut.
A woe nut? Yeah. That's...
Trey, do you think this could beat the 24.5?
Maybe. I'm going to say it's a solid 23.5.
All right, well, we'll see what the judges think. An 8, a 7, and a 7.5.
Oh.
Close, Trey. It's a 22 point. You split it right in half. A 22.5 for Alexander Rowe in the Max D. So that puts Rowe into 3rd place, so it could be another solid run for this Red Max in the Red Division. Now we have Layton Strickland and Luke So Crusader. He's had a very solid season. 3rd place last week in Seattle. Started the 9 seconds with a nice sky wheelie up the back of the MX hill. Lost all the flags on the back of the truck.
Yep, that didn't take very long.
No, it did not. It took less than 5 seconds, actually.
Oh, Joe, every time they go to jump and it hits the middle pod, I get a little nervous.
No, that I mean, honestly, very, you have a right to be nervous at that because we've seen so many 4 links break or tie rods break or, you know, shocks bust off. So, I mean...
Especially when they hit the corner of it.
Yeah, when they hit the corner with the bottom of the chassis, huge air right there. But that could easily break a 4. I mean, Layton is really putting this truck through a lot of abuse right now.
Like what? We've seen Kraken do it earlier, right? But that was off the single jump. Who else? Barbarian might have broke something when he did whatever he was doing. There's a couple
broke a few things.
Yeah. It seems like it's either a 50-50. Either your truck's really built, or it falls apart just like that.
Oh, hard landing as well. It will come back onto all fours, but unfortunately, the tie rod is hanging, and the run is over for the Lucas Oil Crusader.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a solid, like, I don't know, 11?
Oh, you think only an 11?
11 or 12. I mean, Joe, he filled, what, just about half?
He had 30 seconds left.
Oh, did he? All right, then I'd move it up to like a 15, 16.
Okay, so it just went by so fast.
I didn't see the clock. I wasn't looking.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, there's a lot to focus on the track, so we'll see what they give Layton Strickland. It will be a 16 tray, so Layton Strickland will move up around mid-pack so far. Now just 2 remain. Runner-up last week, Justin Zydell in the Greater, looking one spot better here this week and looking for his second event win of the season. It's sort of his 90 seconds in a little bit of a unique way right there, but he gets over it well, though. Zydell still on all fours in this Gravedigger.
Well, right. So last week there was what, 2 Gravedigger wins, right?
1 Gravedigger win, 2 runner-ups.
Oh, why was I thinking Staple? That was a couple weeks ago.
Staple did, but it was Eli that ended up second with Justin.
That's what it was. But oh
my gosh, what a save! Look out for the wall.
That do you think they
RAI'd? Yes.
Yeah, because they saw a Gravedigger going towards
themselves,
the wall that is higher than the wall.
Yeah, and they'll probably let him.
You know who ruined that for them?
Eli.
Yeah. Luckily, we did get a report that everyone was okay from that incident.
Yeah, thankfully. And Justin now back going in this Gravedigger. Just a little bit of a pause in the action, but that truck's still just as fine. Now he's midway through the run, going for a backflip in this Gravedigger. Nicely executed.
So anyways, it was Stapleton that won and the other 2 finished second, correct?
Yep.
Do you think Stapleton rubbed that in a little bit?
He may have, right? Oh, no! Oh, my gosh!
That thing spun like a gymnastics person. That was crazy.
And Trey, 26 seconds left on the clock.
All right, this is going to be a solid...
What?
17.
Okay. Well, I was about to say this is about the 3rd or 4th driver to get into about the 25-second range and end their run short.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have ended right here.
Yeah. Well, was it last week we had a string of what, almost 9, 10 for 10 guys going full clock, so it was about time we had someone like this.
I know, right? But right here, Justin doing this might have been the best backflip of the night so far.
It was pretty clean, and it didn't really move anywhere, so I would have to agree with that one.
And then this was the final move.
Watch it twist like a gymnastic.
Yeah, as you mentioned, gymnastics right here, and it lands down hard on the halo on the rear.
It looked like it bent it, maybe?
Yeah, that's what it's there for, though. It takes up some of the energy, but unfortunately for Zydell, he would have wanted it to come back on all fours. It didn't. The run ends early, and the scores are in. They're a little bit lower. A 5, a 7, 5, and a 7 gives him a 19.5. Currently, I think that's 8th place so far. And now 1 truck remains, Train. It's last week's winner, Aaron Abel, in the Monster Run Dalmatian. So the only thing between William Seaman, the other Monster Run truck from victory, is the Monster Run Dalmatian and Aaron Abel.
So it's essentially, yeah, it's a. Well, I don't know who I got my money on, Joe, but yeah. So it's essentially right the original Monster Run's first win, or back-to-back win for the Dalmatian.
Yeah, either way, Trey, 2 Monster Runs gonna have a win this season.
That would be pretty crazy.
It would be crazy.
Well, there'll be 2 Monster Run wins this season.
Yeah, 2 Monster Mutt.
There you go.
But that's pretty impressive for a fleet that only just came on this season.
Yeah, I mean, apparently they hired good drivers, and they knew that they could get it done, and so far they're doing it. I mean, they're turning it up later at the end of the season, but never late. Wait, never better than late?
Better late than never.
That's the one. That's what I was like.
Oh,
there's a wall!
Oh! It's back down!
Wow, I'm surprised it was not. All right.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're letting him go.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Hard side slap. Now he's in trouble.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, is it gonna save?
Oh, keep it in the gas. No.
And 17 seconds left. I think William Seaman is just winning the Monster Mutt.
Joe, I will put money on a Monster Mutt win.
Well, I would hope so.
You can't get disqualified in this, can you?
I don't think so.
Oh, again, I'm honestly surprised it did not. All right, it at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the officials over there did not value their lives.
It felt
more than
safe.
the others.
Yeah. But right here, look at the air. I thought the wheels were gonna break off right here, and then it just
look at this
kicked over.
flip.
Like you said, look how close it came to almost work it out.
180 around on the top of that ramp, but unfortunately, it could not land.
Oh, so close. What could have been, Joe? What could have been?
That's very true. And the scores are coming down, and we'll see what the judges give Aaron Abel and the Dalmatian. And it will be at 20. That's 7th place. But Trey, this means the winner tonight is the original Monster Mutt, William Seaman, back on top. And Trey, remember, Seaman won this division championship last season, and now this puts him in prime position to get it once again this season.
I think he can do it.
I think he can. This Monster Mutt doing well. How about Moorehes doing well in the Barbarian? Alexander Rowe back-to-back top fives. Tevin Maxwell his first top 5, and Cody Anderson also getting a top 5. But down here, drivers like Zydell and Layton Strickland. Brett Seaman not the run he needed, along with Levi Shones. And down here, Connor Anapola and Keegan Thompson having the best of seasons thus far. And it's going to show when we look at the points trade with just now one event left and only one truck, only one driver has locked into the World Finals. And that would be William Seaman on top of the Monster Mutt. But just below him, Justin Zydell going for the division championship is 9 below. Watch for Ryan Wilson and Aaron Abel. Nicholas Moorehes is there. Layton Strickland and Alexander Rowe is barely above. But look just below, like Levi Shones and Brett Seaman, Tevin Maxwell and Matt Mosso, and Katie Thurman, Cody Anderson. They're all there right on top of each other. We'll see who gets in next week in Salt Lake City.